Today I'll be talking about when your Chromebook, sorry about the blurry screen, when your Chromebook goes to sleep mode on idle. This is with battery. I don't have it plugged in. So long story short, sorry about taking so much time. The screen will dim at around 5 minutes on battery. Then at 5.5 minutes, it will shut off. The screen will shut off, but it'll still be running. Finally, a minute later, at 6.5 minutes, the Chromebook, this is a Chromebook R11, it should finally go back into sleep mode at 6.5 minutes. And I'm verifying this by, I'm going to do a timer, and I'm going to do a screen record capture of the timer, as well as I have this phone hooked up right now. It's currently charging. And so when it stops charging, that's when I think the Chromebook is going into, what's it called, sleep mode. So those are the two ways I'm verifying. So I'm going to first put this into, let me reset. Put this into screen record, Control Shift, show windows. To screen record, start record now, start. So I'm going to let that go for a little under 5 minutes, come back around 4 minutes and 45 seconds, and you'll see that the screen dims at 5 minutes. Finally, you'll see that the screen goes out in 5.5 minutes. And finally, it should go into sleep at 6.5 minutes. I'll also include the times for when it's plugged into battery. For battery, it will go to sleep at about, I believe, 8.5 minutes. I could be wrong. I just have to verify with the recording. And if you just set it to display turn off, it's the same times. So this display will turn off at 5.5 minutes with battery, and this display will turn off at 7.5 minutes with power plugged in. So I'll come back at around 4.5 minutes. I'm a little early, it's before 4 minutes and 30 seconds, but you'll see over here it's around 4 minutes and 50 something seconds. It's gonna dim. Probably 57 seconds usually. And 30 seconds later, around 5 minutes and 27 seconds, the screen's gonna go out. Again, I Googled this, and there's some forums that are posted different times, and I just wanted to run this test. This is actually on a different Chromebook that I'm doing right now. I've done this on an HP G4 with similar results, so this might be the current behavior 2022. So it's gonna turn off soon, 5 minutes 27 seconds. And now this is the part where I'm more interested in when it's gonna go into sleep mode. Again, I think it's not posted in Google just because no one wanted to spend the time to test this. Although they should have the information on wherever they programmed it. But from my own test, it usually goes into sleep around a minute afterwards. And it's, as I said, if I check the recording, it goes to 6 minutes and 30 seconds, i.e. a minute after the display goes out. As well as over here, you can see it's charging right now. It's plugged in. When it stops charging, it to me indicates that it's gone into sleep mode, or it's trying to save power somehow. So outside of that, I don't know how to test when it goes into sleep mode. But I think this is a pretty good assumption on my part. Watch this, around 6 minutes and 30. See? No more power. And so you'll see once I'll just let it go for another 20 seconds. once I press the keyboard, that was me pressing the keyboard, you'll see the power goes back on. I'm going to go stop the recorder. Actually, the recorder stopped on its own. Sorry, you can't see because of the screen glare. The recorder stopped on its own. So I'm going to go and stop this. And go into File Manager. And go to Downloads. And you can see this last recording at 12:08. I'm going to open it. And you'll see the length of the recording. It'll last to 6:26, and you'll see what the final time is. It is 6:26. So that's how long sleep mode is, or is initiated in idle when it's not plugged in.